Rugby Law is by number 18. Touch, quick throw, and line out principle of the field of play has side boundaries known as touch lines. When play reaches a touch line, the ball is in touch and becomes dead. Quick throws and lineouts are methods of restarting the game with a throw after the ball or ball carrier has gone into touch. Touch or touching goal. 1. The ball is in touch or touching goal when A. The ball or ball carrier touches the touch line, touch in goal line, or anything beyond it. B. A player who is already touching the touch line, touching goal line, or anything beyond catches or holds the ball. 1. If the ball has reached the plane of touch when it is caught, catcher is not deemed to have taken the ball into touch. 2. If the ball has not reached the plane of touch when it is caught or picked up, the catcher is deemed to have taken the ball into touch, regardless of whether the ball was in motion or stationary. 2. The ball is not in touch or touching goal if A. The ball reaches the plane of touch but is caught, knocked, or kicked by a player who is in the playing area. B. A player jumps from within or outside the playing area, catches the ball, and then lands in the playing area, regardless of whether the ball reached the plane of touch. C. A player jumps from the playing area and knocks or catches and releases the ball back into the playing area before landing in touch or touching goal, regardless of whether the ball reached the plane of touch. D. A player who is in touch kicks or knocks the ball but does not hold it, provided it has not reached the plane of touch. Quick throw. 3. A player who carries the ball into touch must release the ball immediately so that a quick throw may be taken. Sanction penalty. 4. At a quick throw, the ball is thrown in A. between the mark of touch and the thrower's own goal line, and B. parallel to or toward the thrower's own goal line, and C. so that it reaches the 5-meter line but it touches the ground or hits a player, and D. by a player whose feet are both outside the field of play. Sanction. Option of line out or scrum. 5. A quick throw is disallowed and a line out is awarded to the same team if a line out has already been formed, or B. the ball has been touched after it went into touch by anyone other than the player throwing in or the player who carried the ball into touch, or C. a different ball is used from the one that originally went into touch. 6. The ball must reach the 5-meter line before it is played, and a player must not prevent the ball from traveling 5 meters. Sanction free kick. If the mark of touch is outside the 22, the defending team may take the quick throw inside the 22, but is deemed to have taken the ball into the 22. Okay. Lineout. Where the game is restarted with a lineout and which team throws in is determined as follows. General. Global law trial. Location of mark of touch. Who throws in? A player in their own half kicks the ball directly into touch in the opposition's 22. Either the team did not take the ball into their half, or a tackle, ruck, or maul took place within the half, or an opponent touched the ball within the half. This variation does not apply at a kickoff or any type of restart kick where the ball reaches the touchline. The kicking team gets the throw in. That's new stuff. The ball carrier goes into touch or kicks the ball indirectly into touch, other than kicking from inside their own half into touch in the opposition 22. Where the ball or ball touches the touchline or the ground beyond it, the opposition. Okay. Player unintentionally knocks, passes, or throws the ball into touch. Where the ball reaches the touchline, the opposition. The ball hits a player and goes directly into touch. Where the ball reaches the touchline or at the point on the touchline closest to where the ball hit the player. Whichever is nearer to that player's goal line, the opposition gets it. The ball hits a player and it bounces into touch. Where the ball reaches the touchline, the opposition. Player who is in touch catches or picks up a ball which has reached the plane of touch. Where the ball reached the plane of touch, the team of the player who caught or picked up the ball. Player who is in touch catches or picks up a ball which has not reached the plane of touch. Where that player is standing, the opposition. B. Ball is kicked directly into touch from a kickoff or a restart. The event. The ball goes directly into touch from a kickoff or a restart kick following a score. Location of the mark of touch. If the touch option is taken, the throw is where the ball reaches the touchline or on the halfway line, whichever is nearer to the kicker's goal line. Who throws in? The non-kicking team. Global law trial. The ball goes directly into touch from a dropout. If the touch option is taken, then the throw is where the ball reaches the touch line or on the dropout sanction line, whichever is nearer to the kicker's goal line, the non-kicking team. C. Ball is kicked from a penalty. A player kicks the ball into touch either directly or first bouncing in the field play or hitting an opponent or the referee. Location of the mark of touch. where the ball reaches the touchline, who throws in, the kicking team. A player who is in touch catches the ball, irrespective of whether the ball has reached the touchline, where the ball reaches the touchline, or if the ball hasn't reached the touchline, where the player catches the ball. Catching the ball is standing, the kicking team. Player who is in touch picks up a ball that has not touched the plane of touch, not reached the plane of touch, where the player is standing, the kicking team. Ball is kicked directly into touch from within their own 22 or in goal. No gain in ground, event, location, throws in. Defending team took the ball into their 22. No tackle, ruck, or maul took place, and no opponent touched the ball within the 22. If the player who is inside their own 22 picks up the ball when it is outside the 22 or catches the ball before it reaches the plane of the 22-meter line and kicks it directly to touch from within the 22, then that player has taken the ball back into the 22. Player kicks the ball directly into touch. Ball reaches the touchline or on the touchline in line with where the ball was kicked. Whichever is nearer to the kicker's goal line, the non-kicking team. An opponent player who is in touch catches the ball where the ball reaches the touchline or on the touchline in line with where the ball was kicked. Whichever is nearer to the kicker's goal line, the non-kicking team. Gaining ground. Either the defending team did not take the ball into their 22 or a tackle, ruck, maul took place within the 22. Opponent touched the ball within the 22. Player kicks the ball directly into touch where the ball reaches the touchline, the non-kicking team. An opposition player who is in touch catches the ball where the ball reaches the touchline, the non-kicking team. A player kicks the ball from a free kick awarded within the 22 where the ball reaches the touchline, the non-kicking team. Ball is kicked directly into touch from outside the 22. A player kicks the ball directly into touch from open play or from a free kick. Location of the mark of touch where the ball reaches the touchline or on the touchline in line with where the ball was kicked. Whichever is nearer to that player's goal line, no gain in ground, who throws in, the non-kicking team. Line-out options, event. Following an incorrect throw, location of mark of touch, where the original line-out took place, who throws in, the opposition. Following a disallowed quick throw, where the line-out would have taken place if the quick throw had not been taken, the same team. Following an incorrect quick throw, where the incorrect throw was taken, the opposition. Following the ball going into touch from a knock-on or throw forward where the ball reached the touchline, the opposition. From a penalty or free kick awarded for a line-out infringement where the original line-out took place, the opposition. And there's throw in here, throw in here, throw in. There's just a diagram. More diagrams. Forming a line-out. A line-out is formed on the mark of touch. 10. Each team forms a single line parallel 2.5 meters from the mark of the touch on their side of the line out between the 5-meter and the 15-meter lines. The gap between the lines must be maintained till the ball is thrown in. Sanction free kick. Minimum of 2 players from each team are required to form a line out. 12. Teams form the line out without delay. Sanction free kick. 13. Teams throwing in determines the maximum number of players that each team may have in the line out. 14. Unless the throw is taken as soon as the line out is formed, the non-throwing team may not have more players, but may have fewer players in the line out than the throwing team. Sanction free kick. The non-throwing team must have a player between the touchline and the 5-meter line. Player stands 2 meters from the mark of touch on their team's side of the line out and 2 meters from the 5-meter line. Okay, sanction free kick. If a team elects to have a receiver, the receiver stands between the 5-meter and the 15-meter lines, 2 meters away from their teammates in the line out. Each team may have only 1 receiver. Sanction free kick. Once the line out is formed, players from the team throwing in may not leave the line out other than to change positions with other participating players. B, from the non-throwing team may leave the line out only to ensure that they do not have more players than the opposition. Free kick. 18. Participating players may change places in the line out before the ball is thrown. Players in the line out who are going to lift or support a teammate jumping for the ball may pre-grip that teammate, provided they do not grip below the shorts from behind or below the thighs from the front. Sanction free kick. Players must not jump or be lifted or supported before the ball has left the hands of the player thrown in. Sanction free kick. Players must not make any contact with an opponent before the ball is thrown in. Sanction penalty. Throwing into a lineup. Player throwing in the ball stands on the mark of touch with both feet outside the field of play. The thrower must not step into the field of play until the ball has been thrown. Sanction, option of line out or scrum. The ball must be thrown in straight along the mark of touch and B, reach the 5-meter line before it hits the ground or is played. Sanction, option of line out or scrum. If the line out is chosen, the ball is again not thrown straight. A scrum is awarded to the team that originally threw in the ball. B, thrown in without delay once the lineout is formed. Sanction, free kick. 24, the thrower must not pretend to throw the ball. Sanction, free kick. 25, opposition players must not block the throw. Sanction, free kick. During a lineout. 26, the lineout commences once the ball leaves the hands of the thrower. 27, once the lineout has commenced, thrower and the thrower's immediate opponent may A, join the lineout, B, retire to the offside line of the non-participating players of his own team, C, stay within 5 meters of the touchline, D, move to the receiver position if that position is empty. 28, if those players move anywhere else, they are offside. Sanction, penalty. 29, once the lineout has commenced, any player in the lineout may A, compete for possession of the ball, B, catch or deflect the ball. Jumper may catch or deflect the ball with the outside arm only if they have both hands above their head. Sanction, free kick. C, lift or support a teammate. Players who do so must lower that player to the ground safely as soon as the ball is won by the either team. Sanction, free kick. D, leave the lineout so as to be in a position to receive the ball, provided they remain within 10 meters of the mark of touch and they keep moving until the lineout is over. Sanction, free kick. Grasp and bring an opponent in possession of the ball to ground, provided that the player is not in the air. Sanction, penalty. Offside at a lineout. 30. All lineout players are offside if they remain on their side of the mark of touch until the ball has been thrown in and touched a player on the ground. 31. Players jumping for the ball who cross the mark of touch do not catch the ball must immediately return to their own side. 32. Until the ball is thrown in and has touched the player or the ground, the offside line for lineout players is the mark of touch. After that, their offside line is a line through the ball. 33. When a ruck or maul forms at the mark of touch, participating player may either A, join the ruck or maul, or B, retire to the offside line, which is the hindmost foot of that player's team in the ruck or maul. 34. Once the ball has been thrown, a lineout player may move beyond the 15-meter line. If the ball does not go beyond the 15-meter line, player must immediately return to the lineout. 35. Players not participating in the lineout must remain at least 10 meters from the mark of touch on their own team side or behind the goal line if this is near. If the ball is thrown in before a player is outside, the player will not be liable to sanction if the player immediately retires to the onside position. Player cannot be put onside by the action of any other player. 36. Once the ball has been thrown in by a teammate, players who are not participating in the lineout may move forward. If that occurs, then their opponents may also move forward. If the ball does not go beyond the 15-meter line, the players will not be liable to sanction if they immediately retire to their respective offside line. Sanction, penalty. Ending a lineout. The lineout ends when the ball or player in possession of the ball first leaves the lineout, or second enters the area between the touch line and the 5-meter line, or third one goes beyond the 15-meter line. B, a ruck or maul forms and all the feet of all the players in the ruck or maul move beyond the mark of touch. C, the ball becomes unplayable. 38. Other than by moving to the receiver position, if that position is empty, no lineout player may leave the lineout until it has ended. Sanction, penalty. End.